it's you that suffocates me, never fail to take my breath away. And I fall down at your feet, I feel incomplete. And I guess I'm stuck on you. Fuel to my fire, can't get any higher than you. Tears to my strip, well I
Hello, welcome back to Welsh Esports League Rainbow Six Siege. We have only one best of one up for you tonight, but it is going to be the Pit Ponies taking on the Red Kites in a very important seeding match. Both of these teams have already confirmed their spot in the semi-finals. The top two teams from each group will get to move on, and that will be both of these two teams. But who gets that first seed, who ends up going second seed and having a harder matchup in the second round? That's still to be determined, and I think that's what they'll be playing to avoid. The Goats have had a phenomenal season so far, claiming the maximum points from Group A. You want to avoid them if you can. You want to wait until the finals because they're coming in as very strong favourites at the moment. So a very big game for them to win. It is only a best of one, but that doesn't mean it's not important. I'm Golomolu. I'm joined for the first time on Welsh Esports League by a brand new face. It's Chaka. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Unfortunately, for most of you, I am American, so you will just hear an American in the background next to a British person. You're not even Welsh, so I don't know what
I'm
your
not
thumbs
Welsh.
down for. That's
No, I'm
crazy.
not
Yeah,
Welsh.
you're not.
No, Conch was our Welsh representation, and unfortunately couldn't be here this afternoon. So we it's the full takeover. It's slowly happening. We're slowly getting there once again. But on a more serious note, most of our players are all set. We have had the map veto come through. I believe it's Chalet that we're going to be treated to this afternoon, which we've seen a little bit of Chalet throughout. Sorry, it is not Chalet. Is it Chalet? I'm looking at an old thing. It is Chalet. Never mind. It is Chalet.
It is
It is
Chalet.
Chalet. I was thrown for a second. I'm looking forward to seeing Chalet get played. Last week we had a clubhouse game, so it's nice to see it. It's still that comfortable core of maps that we're very much used to. Your clubhouse, your Oregon, Chalet as well now. But I think that's quite a good start for these teams here, especially in an important match. You want to play something that you feel very comfortable on, where you're not essentially coin flipping the game on what's going to work.
Yeah. And Chalet is a very common map that's played a lot in the pro leagues, in the pro league area, T2, T3 as well, whether that be EU or an A. It's a pretty default map, all things considered, although compared to other default maps like your Oregons that's going to be removed for Lair, next pro league stage, at least at the top level for not for yeah for Xenon, I keep forgetting that name. In an A, we have Lair coming up for season 7, and then also another default map like Clubhouse. Chalet doesn't really play the exact same way as an Oregon or a Clubhouse. It's very different. Pretty aggressive, wide open map for the attack to exploit. And as a defense, you have to also play aggressive on the flip side to deny a lot of map control. And it's no surprise that the defense off rip banned the Monty first.
Yeah, I mean, look, we can't really go too far without saying it, as the blitz gets taken away as well. Shields, very lethal now, right? Very scary
Right.
to come up against. Being able to, first of all, have Monty can sprint, mega buff, mega change for him in terms of just increasing his ability to gap close, but their lethality without exposing themselves when they go for the melee as well, you get knocked over, which is very frustrating. Fenrir being the first defensive ban, this also makes a lot of sense. You'd also expect to see this get taken away as someone who was air quotes nerfed in the last couple patches, but still very much a big threat. And obviously, you walk up, you get hit by an FNAT, you're not going to see anything. That's not ideal. But check out, Vigil is certainly a more unusual ban.
It's a choice, yeah.
It is a choice. What are your thoughts on the choice?
To be fair, I don't really know what I think of a visual ban. I'm not too keen on it, especially when you leave other operators up like Mira. You have Malusi, who's extremely good now because of the fact that, well, she did get her ACOG removed, yes, but she also has 4 banshees now, and with those banshees you can cover almost every entry point in that is relevant to most sites in the game, let alone most sites or all of the sites on Chalet. So you leave Malusi up, you leave Mara up, you also leave Valkyrie up on Chalet when she is left up. You also leave Kaid Tuber on the board too. I mean, if you do ban operators that I do mention, you still have a bunch of other things to watch out for. It's just it's kind of confusing that you ban Visual over the other ops that have a high preference ban rate for most teams.
Yeah. Immediately popping out the wall there and then reinforcing it. This is when that mirror window goes down, because if you notice, when you place those windows, you sometimes get a bit of rubble that hangs around the edge of the mirror. So if you shoot out the wall first, then you can see it here. There's a bit of a gap between the rubble. You can see just a little bit cleaner. It means that people get really close to the wall as well, and they try and crouch under it. There's no sort of weird elevation